Hello, and welcome again to Things I Noticed When I'm Bored, Battlefield 6 Edition. So, this is the SCAR 16, or, well, Mark II version of the SCAR 16. It has, for some reason, an additional charging handle, is the original charging handle that SCAR comes with, but it has the other one that the Mark 16 comes with. So if I were to just cosplay as a COD player being shot at, I will go quickly prone. And if I can find it in really good lighting, if I were to fire the weapon, you can see that through like the little cutout for the charging handle, that it's cut in half. You can see part of it reciprocates, and where the charging handle is attached to doesn't reciprocate. That is correct to how the SCAR 16 Mark II, or just the Mark II SCARs in general, work. And if I were to get another good lighting as well, you can see it through when it's locked up. So that's cool. However, also really quick, I want to mention that for some reason the UI just has a lot of bugs, still does. And the magazine is just away from the gun for no reason. But anyways, if I go to the 300 blackout version of the SCAR, not select it, you can see it has the same little indentation. It lacks the additional charging handle, which I don't know why the other one has a charging handle anyways. But if I were to cosplay again really quick, and turn around in good lighting. Really quick, I just gotta adjust myself. The okay, there we go. For some reason, it acts as if it is a, just a normal reciprocating charging. I do not know why. I don't know if that's correct, but it has the same indentation, and you can see through it. It has also a different reload animation, so that's very interesting. But yeah, I do not know if that is correct to the 300 version of, well, 300 blackout version of the SCAR. Which, by the way, on the magazine, it lacks the FN magazine. It uses a standard Stanag mag, but it says 300 blackout on the rubber band. For some reason, in the Expert Reacts video, Jonathan Ferguson, keeper of firearms and artillery at the Royal Armouries Museum, which houses a collection of iconic weapons from throughout history, housed in the UK. It said blackout for some reason instead of blackout. I don't know if they fixed that or if it's a specific variant that says blackout, but this one says blackout. So, yeah, so that's about it. Actually, no, that's not about it. I lied. There's some other things I want to mention that I wanted to point out at other points, but I'll shove it into this video. So, if I were to really quickly go over to the Galil, if I inspect it, you can see that there is, the selectors, the fire selectors, but it's on safe. For some reason, it's on safe. So that's very cool. Just like the RPK, which hasn't been fixed. And by the way, they released a new blueprint that gives it a cool looking stock and, you know, decent furniture, I guess. I don't know. I just want wooden furniture, please and thank you. I want an AKM please. Like, not like whining that I didn't get one. I'm just begging for one. Also, it elongates the gas tube and gas block. So, that's very interesting. But that's besides the point. It's on safe. That's all that matters. If I also go to the Saiga 12, it's also on safe. 3 AKs are on safe. Very cool. Thank you, game. The only one that's not is the AK-205, and the AK-205 is unfortunately just weak. So, yeah. And on top of that, there's a few more mistakes. So right now, as you can see, this weapon shows itself on safe in the UI. That's fine and dandy, because when you pull it out, it's not on safe, but it's on semi for some reason. Yeah, that's semi-auto, according to this model. And as well as if I go to the MP5, the MP5 is on burst. Yeah, that's not burst. And another thing. The UMP40, it lacks a burst indicator. But you can put it on burst. And it could be this blueprint, but let's just really quickly see. Yeah, it's not the blueprint's fault. It is strictly the model's fault. It lacks the indicator for, 2-round burst, which I don't even know if the UMP40 has that or the UMP45 has that, but this do. There's a lot of other guns that probably have similar issues, and this is not a good indicator of it being unsafe because, as you can see, it's unsafe here. But if I were to pull it out, yeah, it's not unsafe. So that's very interesting. There is something with this gun, though. And that is, I don't believe the bolt release, has any indication that it actually activated. And for some reason, so is it open bolt? Need to get. That's an interesting thing. I didn't know that. So for some reason, it's just open bolt after you empty reload it. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the MP7 doesn't do that. Yeah, welcome to stuff that I noticed when I'm bored, and new stuff that I noticed along with the video. So, yeah, that's about it. Truthfully, this time, nothing I need to shove in here unless I find something else, and that'll probably be in another video. Thank you for coming to Things I Notice When I'm Bored, Battlefield 6 Edition.